We all know that cancer is a deadly disease and can lead a person to death if not treated well and in time. Yet there are some stories of such brave people who went through it, faced it with a resilient heart, and came out stronger than ever before. One of such people is this woman, who has got her story to tell as to how she survived this deadliest disease and how it changed her whole life. This is Leanne Pritchard's story of brain cancer and how she got through it. Leanne's brain tumor was discovered by chance in 2006 after she fell and suffered a concussion. After a routine CT scan at A&E, she was informed that a lump in her brain had been discovered. I was in hospital on my own as a single mom and was in total shock, she said. Leanne's hospital completely misdiagnosed the tumor as they had no neurospecialists on that night. They sent her home with little information, only advising she see her GP the next day. Not satisfied with this, she took action herself. While telling her narrative, Leanne said that she was lucky enough to know someone at King's College Hospital at the time in the neuro department and went straight in for an MRI the next day. It was confirmed that it was some kind of tumor, but a rare one. When you're living such a healthy life with all that you desire, and then all of a sudden you come to know that you're caught up in a disease like cancer, you naturally don't feel right. And that's what happened with Leanne. She said that her natural reaction to the situation contained a little bit of anger, as she was not ready at all to hear news like that. She said that she knew nothing at the time, but it was hard for her not to try and find a reason. However, her story had another twist that Leanne had not seen coming. About 6 weeks after her diagnosis, Leanne's mom, who lives in New Zealand, also had a fall, a routine CT scan, and was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Although a complete coincidence, Leanne still finds this hard to come to grips with. My mom now has Alzheimer's and is very sick, and her tumor just sits there without anyone assessing it as she is in no condition for even an MRI scan. This gave Leanne even more reason for wanting to help those who were going through the same disease as her and also wanting to give her brain cancer support in general. There were two different neurosurgical options for Leanne. One surgeon wanted to remove the tumor straight away due to their lack of understanding of its type, and the second who wanted to monitor it as she was asymptomatic and surgery held greater risks than the tumor itself at that time. She chose the latter, avoiding the surgery as she had no family in the UK and was a full-time working single mom who was petrified of where surgery could leave her and her daughter. My neurosurgeon is an amazing man whose name is Chris Chandler, and I am very, very lucky to have met him. Well, I'd rather never have needed to meet him, but as that choice was out of my hands, I knew I was in the best care possible, she said. Between 2006 and 2011, Leanne's tumor, which they believed was an epidermoid tumor linked to her frontal left lobe, did not change or grow. She had begun to assume it would stay that way forever because it was one of the options her doctor had provided. She underwent yearly MRIs and clinic sessions and went on with her life. At her 2011 clinic session, she was even told by a registrar, and this was the first time she did not see her Dr. Chris, that she could be discharged next year because the tumor was not growing. However, she went into her 2012 visit to see her doctor with no concerns, only to be surprised by a scan that revealed growth and an entirely different-looking beast on the screen. According to Leanne, her doctor was furious that she had been misled and felt she should never have been assured that she would be signed off. The watch and wait approach had changed, and the likelihood of requiring surgery had increased significantly. I was still in the really lucky camp though. It was expanding slowly, but my ability to shut it out of my thoughts had changed. I felt unbearably depressed. Mentally, I never expected this to happen, but time was running out. When you're told that you'll be evaluated at your next appointment, but that you must return immediately if you have any seizures or personality changes, you're not thrilled. They just didn't know how to classify my tumor, and it wasn't clear enough on the MRI. Just another reason why we need more research, she said. At her next appointment, Chris explained that the tumor needed to come out, and then talked Leanne through the craniotomy. Leanne had some time off before the surgery to sort out her personal life, as she had no close help except friends and a child who was 100% dependent on her. She had worked in fashion all of her life, but was at that time working in a very demanding role at Coutts Bank as a luxury consultant. Just after being told that she needed the operation, she had the head shaving discussion. Leanne was introduced to a Macmillan counselor at King's who had been trying to help female chemotherapy patients cope with the effects that hair loss had on women's confidence. Leanne's procedure was successful. Her tumor was in an operable place, and her neurosurgeon feels he has removed almost all of it. However, pathology revealed that the tumor was substantially different from what they had previously suspected. It was a DNET, a highly unusual adult tumor about which nothing is known, and that she most likely had since her adolescence. Leanne is currently undergoing yearly scans to determine whether the tumor will regrow. If it does, she has been advised that it will grow slowly, but may require surgery again. Although that is a very good prognosis compared to many, and most of the time I can bury it, it still has the ability to keep me awake at night. I know how lucky I am, but I am determined to make a difference for those less able to get up and shout loudly about greater awareness, more funds, more research, and better care of patients when they really need it, she said. Leanne has always been a health and fitness enthusiast, using exercise to get her through the toughest times. It's my therapy, and makes me feel like I'm taking some control of my own journey. I do a lot of research into diet and fitness and how it can benefit cancer patients. Leanne tells that she has been a runner all her life and was determined post her operation to get back out there as soon as she could. Every day after the surgery, I walked a little bit further and was back out running 3 weeks post my op. I took it slowly, but it really helped my mood elevation because of the endorphins and helped me sleep and recover faster. I pumped myself full of fresh veg juices and had done a lot of reading about anti-inflammatory foods. All of this really helped me and still does, she said. If you're going through something similar and seeing yourself amidst the difficulties of life and health, then Leanne Pritchard's cancer journey is a living example for you to look up to, and you can learn a lot from it. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. If you enjoyed watching this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon to always stay updated with more of such interesting content. Thanks for watching.